Hello everyone and welcome to an impression video with the best boys Getselious and Sithscott.
Hello.
And we're going to give our opinions on a brand new RPG known as Dark Envoy. Scott, let them know who are the people behind Dark Envoy.
Sure. So Dark Envoy is a tactical RPG type game developed and published by Event Horizon.
Yeah, we managed to play the demo for a bit on the from Steam Fest, so this most of it, the game is still like in early access, and this game has a lot of potential, and a lot of things we kind of dislike about it at the same time. And if you want to have help our potential grow, consider subbing to the channel. It really helps us out, and like the video and follow myself, Getselious, and Sif Scott in the links below in the description. Now, without the way, let's start talking about Dark Envoy. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna be honest with you. The game has said on its Steam page that it had control support, full control support. That was a lie. That broke my heart instantaneously.
It's absolutely a lie.
Yeah,
It was
absolute
sad.
lie. Very sad. But honestly, with that out the way, you essentially have to make two characters to start with. You know, you got your your the brothers and sisters, and you make them two different classes, or essentially yeah, you can make them two different classes, like with four archetypes. So like there's a warrior, a ranger, an engineer, and abdent, and each of those have like sub mastery once you hit level 5, which is kind of cool. So in my playthrough that I've done, I made the guy Malachi into a warrior with two-handed like mace weaponry, and I made the girl Kara, I think her name was. You can't change her name. Kalia. Yeah, you can't change her name. I made her to an Abdent, and that was a pretty okay run. Scott, how did you make your characters?
So I made my first character originally more tanky with sword and shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the girl be an artificer so I could have her build turrets for me, which was fun.
Yeah, teleporter down. Yeah, essentially a tech. Yeah, so that's kind of fun. So one thing that set this game apart from others is that it had a multiplayer component that did not work out for us.
No, we couldn't get it to work for us. It just kept telling us that there was no game existing when we could clearly see the game existing.
Yeah, apparently, when you start the game up, you use the host code. You would see it would also give you a code so you could find other players and type their code into the thing. Get in. It did not work out. So again, this is a demo of the game. Maybe they shut down the servers early, or maybe they were like, nah, they try a test run, blah blah blah. Right? That's still other way. It's very sad, Panda.
Yeah. To be fair to them, though, they did say that there were still a lot of bugs in the multiplayer mode, so it could have been a bug happening for us, or yeah, the servers could have been shut down early.
Right, which is it's all good. It doesn't take away from the experience. I still would like to play it. So that's just, I guess, most of the small first early gripes out the way. Secondly, something that's common with the game has voice acting, good voice
It
acting.
does. It's actually, I think, pretty decent.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good. One thing I like about the game is that it kind of eases within like the first area, the desert eases you how to play the game. You They teach you how to move your character and do this and that, attacking. Before you attack, you can the game will go. You can use a move called tactical mode, which slows everything down to a crawl.
The first few times it was okay, but after every other encounter, it just instantly goes to tactical mode, and it kind of ruins it.
Yeah, it takes a lot of like I understand you want to play your moves or whatever, but sometimes the fights just run and punch that dude.
And sometimes I already have everything pre-planned, and so when I'm about to start it, then it's just like, oh, do you want to start planning? I'm like, no, no, I did the plan.
Yeah, I did
Let
the
it run.
exactly. One part I didn't like though is that like how it control with like if you so basically since this game has like a little bit RTS and like leagues kind of base way to describe it is that you have to use the mouse pad to like move everything around. And I was like, again, this game did not have pad support, so me using a mouse game kind of ruined my life. But to be superly fair though, I didn't. I kind of wish that the tactical mode was set to a key. Like if I just press T on and off, it'd be fine. And
Yeah, that would be a bit nicer. I'd rather have that than it just auto doing it for me.
yeah,
I want to control the tactical mode. I don't want it to control me.
yeah. The one thing I really like though is that like the tactical mode was pretty helpful when I was was planning out at least some of my mage attacks. So my mage has a ability called Ice Cone it starts off with, and before I level up, I could place golems. I mean, place golems and elementals and whatnot. So I would summon my. I would like try to place my my ice spray and make sure my warrior, the guy, is away from the battlefield, and then it'll blow up the cactus and hit the enemies, and I can just go in and like pick off easy pickings. That's really fun. I found that kind of fun. I also, yeah, one thing that's also kind of find fun about the game is just like again the character classes you could build and the tactics. That was really nice. The game does have some story choices. I don't really kind of feel what's going on here and there, and I gotta say the battles and controls feel really goddamn smooth.
They do. They actually do feel pretty smooth. Though I will say that it does kind of surprise you at times when they just have random enemies show up from behind you.
Oh yeah, yeah, like yeah. I think there's a, like a part in the desert particularly where if you're kind of in between things, right? Like oh the battle's over. Nope, there are scorpions from behind, scorpions up front. Get ready to fight.
Yeah, I was like ready to kill something, and then all of a sudden realized that my second character is already dead. It's like, wait, what happened to you? It's like, oh, there's four more scorpions randomly there. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I the cool part about the game though is I really kind of want to test the multiplayer and I want to know how many people could fit in your party because if I could just stay as a mage type or an engineer type that'd be all right. And the thing is that so this game does a good job of like teaching you the skills and attributes. The only thing is I wish there was a little more I would say explanation because let's say you pick a certain class, right? And you have
Yep.
no idea what's the most important stat of this class. Maybe there should be a little indicator like, hey, you're playing, you're playing. I mean, let's say you're playing a battle mage or you're playing a technomancer. Perhaps you're looking for mastery and endurance, or you're looking for this or that. A little more guidance in that. But again, this has the more of the some of the old school RPG feel where it's all trial and error.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that there was a trial and error kind of idea
Yeah,
because you'd be able to try certain things and aspects, especially for like my artificer. They were able to like change the ground into a different type of ground so I could test out to see what that did to enemies. Or, just summon turrets in random locations, see how far I could do it. So
yeah.
there's lots of just like making sure you know what the heck you're doing.
100%, and that's where also you know what would be actually a good idea too. If the tactical view system, which screwed up with my mouse, so I'm flying all over the place. That trust me, you have to turn off tactical mode. You would have to like try to click the button. Maybe there was like another key, but if there
Yeah,
wasn't,
maybe.
yeah, I'm not that. I'm not again, guys. If you guys, oh man, you're critiquing. You should know how to play mouse and key games. The science of pad support, and two, I'm not that smart. Okay, I'm not that smart. So
Just take some time.
it takes some time. But the thing I suggest for the tactical thing is I'm on a very serious critique is that so it already starts at 12%. Is there a way to speed up to 50%? Like if you could control how much slowdown you get, I wouldn't mind it happening like in the beginning of battle. Like let's say if you could put it down to 50%, right? They're like okay, or 80%. You're like oh okay, the battle's starting. You will see it.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
That would be helpful. Yeah. I also think that's a really cool idea that you have like the four classes have four specializations, give me like an old school Diablo type feel, or just amount of customizations because you play with the people or you play something you want to do other things, etc., etc. I think it's really cool because like only outside of replayability, right? You play with your friends, or if you have a style you like to play. Like for me, I like to play tank, but I also like to play a little bit of healer. That's kind of my jam. Or I play like some kind of support class, like engineer. And I compare that with playing with other people, like play with Scott over here who plays punch.
All the things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. Like he just plays punch,
Punch in the face and run.
punch in the face and run. Yeah. I think though it's a really interesting game. It has a lot of potential. I'm looking forward to if they ever make an update or another like open beta that allows you to play with pads, so you can test how much a control pad works. Because this game does, even with my unskilled ability to play with a mouse and keyboard, I was still able to win fights. I've only died, and I do mean this, twice. Once because I didn't figure out how to make the wheel work and move people the right way because I'm not that smart. And second, I only died because I did not know that the whatchamacallit, if you use the if you charge the what you call it if you charge into an enemy with the warrior charge attack, right?
Yep.
If the enemy already attacking you, you'll just die. It's not. It doesn't make you invincible. I didn't know that. I just thought like, oh, I'll just do it. No,
Charge away from them. Oh no.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. But I do think this is a really cool game. I have played games like this before, like Divinity 2 and Pillars of Eternity, and I play them on the console. And if I buy them on Steam, I'll use the controller.
Yeah, gamepad helps this quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm joking about that. But I have played games though, and I find those games very, very difficult. But this one was like an easy slip in for myself. So yeah, Scott, you got anything to add to that, or
Yeah, so I guess talking the balance of the difficulty, I was on normal,
I was on
and
normal as
I
well.
agree that the difficulty in normal, I think, is probably the best challenge to satisfaction ratio
Mm-hmm.
because it makes at least a lot of the fights difficult, especially if they are with a lot of people fighting you at once. The first few parts of the desert, you don't have to deal with a lot of things until you get the one area where the scorpions decide to ambush you from both sides for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still find your way around it as long as you're somewhat playing smart. I'm not like a genius at these strategy games, but I was able to get quite a ways in until I died. Sadly, it's because I don't even know why I died. There's just like so many things attacking me at once that I couldn't really
Oh,
control what was going on in the tower.
yeah, at that moment you might as well just do tactical mode to see maybe. But the funny thing about it is like I didn't know the scorpions could attack for a range. That also got me for a bit. I thought they're all close range. Like, oh, I'll just hide my mange. But oh, they can attack from range. You suck.
Yes, they could shoot things out of their stingers, apparently.
Yeah, their stinger is like, you know. Oh man, but I do also think I do also think it's pretty nice that the game, like because I don't think I unlocked heal with my abnett, so the game had healing stations you could use, but it had a limited use for it, and that was kind of
Yep.
cool.
I thought it was unlimited until I, ran out of one of them.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, most of my gripes came from the controls of using it and the tactical camera. I think that's like most like the pains that came from it. But once you kind of get over that hurdle, or at least have a better understanding of it, it kind of the game still feels smooth and runs well. And I'm looking forward to more of it if this game
Yeah,
comes out.
I'm
Right.
really impressed with how much it runs. I just hope that when it does release, that co-op actually works.
Yeah, because I
Because
will.
we do want to try this out in co-op eventually.
Yeah, yeah, this will be great because I wanna like I feel like me and Scott will actually rock paper scissors. Who's got to be the tank? Who's gonna make? And
I'll be
that's
the
it.
tank and just run in the middle of everything and let you deal with everything.
No, no, don't do
I
that.
know. What'd you do? I ran in front of them and aggroed everything.
Oh my lord! Like that's pretty much that in a nutshell. But I'm really looking, like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works in cooperative play, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of this game. And it's like I said, most of the gripes come from how controls are and how tactical mode works, and that could be fixed with like speeding up maybe having a slider to speed it up, like because it's at 12, you can maybe speed up to 50. I think that fixing the netcode's a big deal, because it the advertise like I never like playing this game with another human being would be really fun. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I honestly think that's looking at like their Steam pages. That's one of their big highlights. So hopefully they get that running.
Yeah, the only thing I wonder though is that I wonder will they, because this game has like that. Have you ever? I wonder. Probably the community would do it, but maybe the game would employ it. Are you aware of hardcore mode in like in Diablo?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I want to see people do like hardcore runs of like just you and a guy hard like that's it. Yeah, start from the beginning.
Oh geez.
Yeah,
Warriors only. No.
Warriors only. No, Warriors only, no healing. Yeah, but yeah,
Only use the healing towers.
yeah. The funny thing is though is that I also like the voice acting because it seems like the brother and sister kind of bicker a bit. It's really cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed them talking about it because like even like in the beginning you meet bandits and they're fighting over what they should do, And the guy's just like, we don't have to worry about bandits. The other one's like, well, we don't have to fight if you give them money. It's fine.
And the brother's like, they're bandits.
They're bandits.
Like he understands the RPG ruling up there. Oh man.
We're level 1 bandits. This is like this is what happens if we are meta.
Man, without out the way though, I guess that's just pretty much like look for the Dark Envoy. I guess again, my final thoughts are improvement for controls, pad support, work on the netcode, try to make stats a little bit. Stats are easy to understand, but if you like building towards a class, maybe make them look more consistent, easy. Because I scratch my head, it's like, okay, if I was building a battle mage, am I really looking for might, or is it willpower? What am I looking for to build a battle mage? I don't know. Like, do I just yeah? What am I looking for? But anyway,
Yeah, that might be good.
pretty much. But Scott, do you have any final thoughts about Dark Envoy?
I am excited to see where this goes, and I want to see it more polished. This is probably one of the better games we played at the Steam Next Fest, so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, yeah. We played a lot of games during the Steam Game Fest, like off YouTube because
We don't show all that we play on YouTube, okay?
yeah, not yet. Yeah, we're good.
Otherwise, we would have like 100 videos, and that would just be way too many things to do.
Right, as well as to be fair, some games that we don't like, it's best not to advertise they're not good because some games are so horrendous, you just don't talk about it. It's pretty much like I have to go to Survivor gaming groups like, tell me what happened. So this weekend I booted up my Steam and I played this game. And you can talk about it, Getselious, go ahead. And it was so bad. It didn't even work. I pressed start and the game just crashed. What is this crap?
There was no audio menu.
Oh god, yeah, that's my personal pet peeve. Yeah, no audio, man. Just the game blasting in my ears. I'm just gonna be dead. Lordy Lord.
Just put the drums into my head.
Oh god. I hear the voices in my head. They talk to me. Oh Lord. Anyway, that is I said. I guess that'll be all. That is our opinions of the early access to Dark Envoy. This is Getselious and Sithscott signing out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.